Wesley? Wesley Parker? You don't know me. I'm a friend of Andrew's.
I really gotta make this delivery.
Okay, it's okay.
My bad.
So I'm sorry to bother you, right? Do you think I could hitch a ride with you? I was supposed to be with my friend. She ended up bailing. I don't think a bus is coming.
I have to do deliveries.
I will follow you to as many deliveries as you need. I stay in Mount Pleasant. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this ride. I thought I was gonna have to walk all the way back home.
You said you were a friend of Andrew's?
Yeah. He must have showed me maybe a photo or a video or something. I recognize your aura, your energy, and, you know, or maybe from the funeral.
How do you know him?
How do I know him? You've been to Flash? The techno club on U Street? Okay. Well, I was there with some friends, but they were... Anyway, so like, I was there, right? And Andrew was there, and he was by himself. But the thing is that he was so lively. He had the most energy out of everybody at the club. And I gravitated towards that. And then from there, we were friends, or best friends, up until, you know. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't know if you want to even talk about it.
You're fine. It's good.
How long were you guys together for?
4 years. Most of high school, a little bit after.
That's a long time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think about him a lot. All the time, actually.
Me too.
And this love will last forever. And this love will last.
Are you spiritual?
No, not really.
I wasn't either, but since Andrew passed, like, all this weird stuff just started happening to me. Like for example, right? I started having these dreams every single night. And in these dreams, I'd be running through the park, and I would see this figure, and I'd be chasing after trying to catch it, but I couldn't catch it. And I never saw its face, but I just know it was Andrew.
Really?
Yes, since his passing, I started kind of getting into manifestation and dream analysis and even 5-dimensional thinking. Do you know what that is?
No.
So
no, not really.
we're all made of energy, right? So if you can understand that, you can take power of the things around you. We can take power over things, right? So we understand that, we start seeing things differently, and we're able to take grasp of the energy around us.
I'm still not getting it.
Okay. I just think like Andrew, he was the type of person that people naturally gravitated towards. Everybody wanted to be around him, right? That was the type of person he was. You know he used to do graffiti, right? He was into graffiti.
Did graffiti?
Yes, of course. He did graffiti, and I see it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see it. It's, especially when I really need it too. It's almost like he left it behind for us, like he's trying to speak to us or something. Like,
what was his tag?
It was Phantom with the U, and he even did something with
Phantom.
with the U. He did something with the P and the H. If you have a marker or a pen, I could show you like.
Whoa. No, I don't have a pen. I'm sorry.
All right. Eats or DoorDash?
Both. Either, really. But right now, Uber Eats.
How's the money?
No, never enough for DC.
If you ever want to make some money, I can hook you up.
How so?
Make it right down here. Through the alley. This is it. I live in the basement. I found a marker.
Where?
You know, one of the things I realized, nothing happens by mistake. I'm glad to have met you tonight.
Hey.
Long night?
Yeah. Sorry I kept you up.
It's cool. Just helping Pops pack up the restaurant.
Okay. I'm sorry anyway.
It's okay. No, you're not one for goodbyes.
Here now.
Want to go up to the terrace? Might catch the sunrise.
Okay.
I ran into this girl tonight on my last delivery. And I didn't know her, but she knew Andrew.
Did you talk about him?
We did. But then like she started talking a lot about spiritual stuff like manifesting and 5-dimensional consciousness and one of those type people.
Weird.
Yeah.
You also get a chance to maybe think about what we talked about last time?
I did. And I wanted to. But now, Atlanta sounds dope.
But you're not ready.
It's not there. I'm sorry.
Celina?
Hi. Hello.
Hi, my name is Gia. I'm your social worker. I'm going to be handling your case from here on out. Have you ever spoken with a social worker before?
Hey, what's up?
Good morning.
Slide over. Slide here.
You're gonna get more for tonight, right?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Quick story time before I take a nap. So if you saw my TikTok last night, then you will know that I went out with Skeeter Boy again. And we went out to the club and it was really nice and we stayed out till like 4 in the morning and it's 8 a.m. now and I just got home. So I'm like so tired. So yeah, anyway, this chick's been like hitting me up, not on like Instagram or anything, like in my OnlyFans DMs. And she's been hitting me up non-fucking-stop to make content with her. Which like, first of all, I'm honestly not even really into girls like that, which is like embarrassing, I know. But like, what?
I'm sorry, can you just keep it down a little?
I'm filming a TikTok.
I'm sorry, I'm just on the phone with a client.
Okay?
Hey, sorry about that. Somebody just complained about the noise.
You're good, no worries.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, your mom never paid me for rent?
Really?
Yeah, I just went ahead and paid it, but do you think you could call her and ask her to pay me back?
Yeah, I will definitely do that at some point. She just doesn't really like getting called out of the blue, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hello? Hi, I'm trying to turn my phone on. Yes, I have a bill. Yes, I owe money. But I need the phone to work. I cannot pay you if I do not work. There has to be, can I pay you 25? All right, so no.
So long since we were outside. I've forgotten how to be a child. Singing, dancing, and smoking the day away. Summer's lost and it's not even May.
Hey, I'm sorry to just pop up on you like.
Come in. It's been a minute.
It has.
So how have you been doing?
Yeah, I've been good. Just working a lot, doing Uber. Honestly, I hate to do this to you, but I'm trying to pay my phone and it just got
You need
turned
money?
off. Yeah,
How much do you need?
Like 100?
Cent.
Okay, and I can pay you back like tomorrow. It's not a problem. I just need to get back on the road.
You don't have to pay me back. It's my parents' card. You know they moved to San Jose?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, after Andrew died, they said they never wanted to see the rain again.
And who lives in the house?
No one lives there right now. I just stay out here.
I'm sorry I didn't come to the funeral.
It's fine. Obviously I had to be there, but it's different for you.
While we're on the topic, do you know a girl named Isabel?
No, I don't think so.
Andrew never mentioned a girl named Isabel to you?
No, he never mentioned that, but we weren't talking that much towards the end.
Okay, because last night I ran into a girl named Isabel and she was like, she knew him well. They were like the best of friends. I'm just trying to, it really threw me for a loop and I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to talk about Andrew anymore.
I understand that.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it anymore.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, thank you for looking out.
Yeah, no problem.
It's good seeing you.
Yeah, Charlie's going to be here in a minute if you want to say hi.
You can just tell him I said, hey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully see you soon.
All right, man. See you later.
No, I know. I'm trying. Just nowhere's hiring right now. No, I know, Mom. I've applied to lots of places. I just don't remember the names of them or where they were. Well, there was that one in San Francisco, and there was that other one in Pennsylvania. I know, but he's my friend, Mom. What do you want me to do? Hold on, I gotta go. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You know that they charge $150 to take some stitches out at an urgent care?
Sometimes she sip a little wine.
Dude, why are you at urgent care?
I was trying to get them to take out my fucking stitches.
What? How'd you get stitches?
I got some fucking stitches.
What happened?
I kid bit back.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Can you take them out for me?
Dude, what? No.
Dude, it's gonna cost $150.
Dude, I'm not taking your stitches out.
Dude, I bought a fucking pack. It has the little needle
I'm not
things.
doing that.
And I got fucking gloves.
Dude, I can't
Come
take
on, dude.
No,
fucking
dude,
don't be a pussy.
Dude,
Come on.
No. Yeah, you want to?
Yeah. Ow, fuck, ow. Dude, these do not feel funny. Do they look right to you?
Yeah, that's
Does it look fucking normal?
That's fine.
Fuck, I think you fucked my shit up. Fuck, dude. Should've gone to the fuck. What's up with you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where you been this week?
I've been working.
You don't have to lie to me.
Dude, I'm not fucking lying to you. I got a new job at Wonderland, I told you.
Look, if you've been selling drugs or gambling, whatever, I don't care. I'm not gonna judge you.
Dude, I haven't been doing any of that, but fucking, I appreciate it. All right, look. Have I been gambling? Sure, but you know, I've been working. I've been hanging out with Penny.
Penny?
I told you about Penny.
The OnlyFans girl?
Look, dude, okay, OnlyFans girl, whatever. She does OnlyFans, but you know, she's multifaceted. She contains platitudes, and she wants to meet you too.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Look, dude, she's got a friend.
No.
Come on. Look, check this. We'll go pick her up, go get her friend Tabitha, we'll go get a nice dinner, go back to Penny's place, and I'll get my dick sucked. You'll get yours sucked too. Oh, fuck you. I'm telling the little fucking baby he might get his little dick sucked and he's got a fucking attitude about it. What the fuck?
I just want to know what we're talking about.
We're talking about hanging out with two fucking beautiful women tonight. What else is there to talk about?
She's beautiful?
Of course she is.
How do you know?
She hangs out with Penny. Look, God bless her soul, but she's very vain. There he is, look at that. You know I got you.
Well, where are we getting dinner?
Wherever you want, babe.
Hey, is Penny here?
Our house caught on fire. I'll never forget the look on my father's face.
Yeah? Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
I don't know. You haven't texted me back in like 3 days. I wasn't really sure if I was invited still.
Yeah, of course. I've just been like trying to be on my phone less.
Are you mad at me?
Mad at you? No.
You are.
No, I'm not. I've just been like busy doing other stuff.
Are we still friends?
Yeah, of course we're still friends.
It's like so weird at the apartment without you. I feel like sometimes I go like 3 days without talking to anybody.
You haven't like found someone to take my room?
No. Hey, did you delete your TikTok?
What? No.
Oh, well, it's like I went to your page and it was just down, so I kind of thought like you had blocked me maybe.
No, I deleted it.
Why'd you delete it?
I've just been like busy and stuff.
Busy with what?
Like thinking about the future and stuff.
But like what about the future?
Like what I want to do with myself, I guess.
Well, I'm taking the LSAT next month, and I'll probably have like some free time after that if you want to hang out more.
Yeah, no, totally.
So like how is it living here? How's Gia?
Honestly, dude, she's like fucking weird.
Really? I thought she seemed nice.
No, she's like nice, but she's weird. She never goes out, she never does anything. All she does is like go to Whole Foods. And she never has people over, she never talks. She like doesn't even talk while she's working. I don't even know the last time she could have. Yeah?
Hey, I'm going to Trader Joe's if you need anything.
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay, just text me if you change your mind.
Okay.
There is. And then I fell in love with the most wonderful boy in the world. We'd take long walks down by the river, or just sit for hours gazing into each other's eyes. We were so very much in love. And then one day, he went away, and I thought I'd die, but I didn't. And when I didn't, I said to myself, is that all there is to love? Is that all there is? Is that...
Hey! Hey, stop. You don't have to do this.
Do what?
You don't have to do this. You can just come with me. I can take you somewhere, wherever you need to go.
Are you like a cop or something?
No, I'm a social worker, and if you just come with me, I can take you somewhere.
So you're not a cop?
I'm not a cop.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
My name's Curtis. What's yours?
My name's Gia.
Cool. Gia. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
So Gia, do you want to go get a drink with me?
A drink? Is that like an issue for you?
Nah, I don't think so. I like drinking okay, but it's whatever for me. Is it a problem for you?
Listen, life can be really hard sometimes, and there's people that can help you. I could help you.
Okay, I'm confused. What do you think I need help with?
Well, the bridge back there.
Wait, did you think I was gonna jump or something? Nah, I was just looking for somewhere to tag.
Tag, like graffiti?
Yeah, I can't believe you thought you were gonna stop someone from jumping off a bridge.
Why'd you get in the car?
I don't know, you're good looking. So I just decided to get in the car with you. Do you want me to get out now or something?
No. It's my mistake. I'll just take you to wherever you need to go.
So I guess getting dinner is out of the question.
I don't know. I have groceries back there, and the frozen stuff is gonna melt, and I just don't think that that's a good idea.
Well, what if I told you that if you don't go to dinner with me, I will go actually jump off the bridge?
That's not fun.
Can't believe you thought I was gonna jump off the bridge with a backpack on.
Okay, that's really not funny. Where am I taking you?
You can just take me to this good Salvadorian spot around my place. You can go drop your groceries off and you can meet me over there, or I can come with you. It's up to you.
English. English. Yeah, hello? So I do Uber. Someone just broke into my car and took my phone. So I'm like trying to figure out if, I don't know, like for my plan, I have like insurance for it. Hey man, like can you just work with me real quick? So I have about $100 to spend on a new phone and like I need one now and I can't pay the phone unless I have a phone. So like, no, it has to be a smartphone. I can't drive around with no key. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just, all right, yeah. All right, Mom. All right, bye.
I can buy you a new phone.
What?
Yeah. If you need money, I can hook you up. Okay, it's not gonna be anything crazy. I'll get you a new phone by tomorrow. I have a couple of things I have to do, and having a car will make it quicker, so I need a ride.
Last night, if you had the money to buy me a new phone, why are you asking for a ride? Like, why not just like catch an Uber?
I was gonna Uber and then I saw you. Nothing happens by mistake. Law of attraction. I hadn't talked about Andrew in a minute. It felt nice.
That dream you tell me about him in the park? I've had it so many times, and I don't know what that means.
You may not agree with me, but I have a very powerful feeling we should be spending some time together.
Hey, why don't we just stay in just us?
I told you, I already made plans with Charlie.
Okay, maybe I'll just wait here for you.
I might not be back here. Plus, he's bringing a friend.
I think I'm done with guys.
Don't be stupid. Everyone always says that, but no one like actually means it.
I'm just gonna go.
Stop. Sorry, I like to have fun and go out and like meet people and like do stuff. But if you want to be my friend, then you have to try and do the things that I like to do, okay?
Okay.
All right, this is homie right here. I'll be right back. You want me to come up?
I mean, you can if you want, but you can just stay here, it's fine. I'll be like real quick.
Who's up there?
It's dude from, do you know Obi?
What are you grabbing from Obi?
We were playing dice the other night. Money got like a little bit tall. Anyway, he owes me some cash. He just asked me to come pick it up here.
Okay, it's cool, I'll be quick, one sec. I'll just wait here.
So, I think it's really cool what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Social work. It's important. It is.
I know it is. It just seems like you're good at this. Like,
What? I'm good at talking to people?
yeah, you're good at the... It just seems like you do this a lot.
Look, you pick me up, you save me from jumping off a bridge. I'm just trying to hang out with you and show you a good time. That's all.
So what's your body count?
What?
You know, your body count, how many people you've slept with.
That's not a good question. How would you feel if I asked you the same thing?
It's not the same thing.
How is that not the same?
It's just not.
Yeah, so this is just so far.
Turn this shit up, man.
All right. It's a great song. Yeah, but this is what I was kind of saying. I shoot so much of Nashua, and then since then, we've gotten better at shooting. Yeah. So it's like, and he's shot better tricks. So I don't know. Some things might have to come out. Like this might come out because.
Well, now you have one that's even better than that.
And we have the make. Ayub's in there.
You developed this shit yet?
No, I'm actually not sure what's on that.
Oh, okay. The mystery joint.
Mystery.
Yeah, roll that shit up.
Nah.
Let's fucking light this shit up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Crack a window. One hit.
The window is cracked.
One hit. I'll blow right out the window.
There we go.
Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Good.
Shoes off? All good?
Nah, you're good.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? Good to see you.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
How you doing? You guys on today? Skating? Something like that?
Something like that.
So listen, I don't do this often. I just know a friend. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, totally. Is 5 still good?
5 works, yeah.
All right, yeah. There you go. Appreciate it.
That's yours.
Why is it in a sock?
I don't know, dude. It's like I said, I don't do it. It is what it is.
No, I feel you. I appreciate it, though.
Damn, that shit looks ill, though.
So what are you guys on this weekend? You doing anything for the holiday or anything?
Crazy.
No. No, nothing? Yeah, I was gonna go to your mom's house, but she said she couldn't get a sitter for you.
The fuck?
Nah,
Why would you say some shit like that?
Is it all there?
Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, all set. Catch you guys later. Peace. Peace. All right, yo. Later, guys.
I can see that. I can see that fool wearing one of those jerseys. What's up with that fool?
What was up with that, bro? That fucking guy. I don't even know what to do about it.
He's kind of a bum, though.
Who, Charlie?
Yeah, he just like looks like a bum.
He's not a bum. I don't even know what that means, dude. You talk like you're like 50.
He just like looks like the kind of guy who's out fucking like 5 other girls every night.
And maybe he is. I don't care. I could be fucking other people.
Are you?
No. I mean, I don't know. I could be, and that's the point.
I just don't see like what you like about him.
He's fun, and he's funny. And he brings like life and energy to situations, and you suck out all of the energy of every single fucking room you enter. Like, I'm sorry, but it's objectively true.
Maybe there's more important things than being fun.
I don't think so.
He looks like a trash bag.
A trash bag?
My bad. Let's get out of here. Come on.
All right. It's 12.
12 what?
The amount of girls I've been with is 12. See, I knew you didn't want the answer to that.
No, I did. I'm just processing, thinking it over.
What is there to think about?
There's implications.
Implications?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why you asked me to get dinner with you.
Listen, you seem nice, and I think it's really cool that you were trying to do something for somebody that you didn't even know. Plus, you're beautiful, and you're kind of mean, and I like all those things. So I just want to hang out with you and get to know you. I don't really know how many more times I can tell you.
So ask me a question then.
Okay, why'd you get into social work?
No. Different question.
Why?
It's just so boring. It's like the most boring question to me.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
Wait.
All right. Come on now. Come on.
What?
I just don't get why you're gonna ask me to ask you questions if you're not gonna answer them.
I'm sorry. I guess it's just a little hard for me to talk about myself.
I'm not trying to pry into your life or anything. You don't have to tell me anything that you don't want to tell me.
Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do on like a date?
Oh, so it is a date now.
I'm serious. I'm so bad at this stuff.
I mean, no pressure. I don't think there's anything to be good or bad at. I think we're just hanging out, getting to know each other. Would you prefer to go somewhere else and do something different?
Oh, I don't know.
Just like, you know, like just for like a walk. Nothing weird. Just leave here, do something else.
All right, I'll be right back.
What are you doing?
I gotta go pick up something real quick.
Do you want me to come with you?
Do you want to come with?
I guess not.
Hi, Mommy. Hi. Did you get my text? Yeah, no, my roommate said that you just didn't send her my rent money this month. Yeah, I have been looking for a job. I've been really focused on other stuff. No, I mean, it's other stuff that could make me like a lot of money, so. Yeah, I understand. I can understand that, yes. She just like already paid for me, okay? And like I have to pay her back and it's kind of last minute and it's a lot of money and you can't just like spring that on me like this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, listen, I gotta go. Okay, all right, love you, bye.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Chinatown.
Are you selling drugs? Were you the one selling to Andrew?
Okay, well, he was selling to me, to a lot of people. That's how we became friends. And then we started selling together. But none of that corner stuff. We weren't corner people. High-end things. Think club, penthouses, things like that. But I tried to stop, right? I got out of it for a little while. You know, before he died, before it got bad. Just cut him off.
Now you're selling again?
I always figured when someone you love died, it'd feel different. Something be different, but it doesn't really feel like that.
Does it?
Oh yeah, hold on, this is Penny, give me one sec. Just fucking wait right there or something, Jesus Christ. Hey.
So, okay, I have to ask you for like a huge favor. So my mom's like transfer for rent didn't go through this month.
How much?
Like $500. I know it's like a lot, so it's fine if you can't do it. I was just thinking that maybe you could like use the money that you were gonna use for the Coke and then I can get us more Coke like next week.
Fuck, I already got it like an hour ago, so the money's spent.
Okay, no, that's okay. Do you think that he would like take it back?
Give the Coke back? Like a refund? I don't think he wants it back, but I can ask.
Okay, yeah, just ask. It'll be fine. That would be dope. And I think that we're gonna have to hang out a little bit later. I just have to like, I don't know, whatever. We will have to hang out a little bit later, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, it's no problem, seriously.
Yeah, anything I can do to help, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, no problem. Okay, yeah, all right, bye. Bye. All right, slight change of plans, so we're gonna, I'll go home.
Dude, what is all this like leaving me outside and having secret phone calls and stuff? Like, I'm not a dog you can just leave tied up outside while you go around your business.
Of course you're not a dog, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have left you outside earlier. I'm sorry, that was fucked up, okay?
It's okay, but just like, let me know what's going on.
Nothing's going on, dude. Nothing's going on. I just talked to fucking Penny. I let her know that tonight's probably gonna be more of just a boys' night and that she shouldn't expect to see me, all right?
Really?
Yeah. Do you wanna go to fucking Marie Reed or something? Like get a 6-pack in here, go fucking hang out?
Okay.
All right? Okay. Let's go, come on.
Hey, Penny?
Yeah.
Could we like talk for a little bit? I thought we'd have like more time earlier, but
I like don't really have time right now. I'm sorry.
okay. Well, maybe like later on or something.
Could you take a picture of my feet?
What?
My feet. This guy said that he would give me $50 for a good picture, but I like was in the bathroom and I couldn't get a good angle.
What guy, Charlie?
No. This dude on OnlyFans.
You're on OnlyFans?
Yeah, it's like not a big deal, okay? I just like didn't really want to hear the whole indignation routine, so I didn't tell you.
Are you in trouble, Penny?
No, I'm not in trouble, but something came up and I do have to go to DuPont.
Okay, so you're not hanging out with Charlie?
Not till later, at least.
What are you doing in DuPont?
God, you're like a fucking puppy or an orphan or something, I swear.
Can I come with?
Oh, shoot. I left something in your car. Let me go grab it.
Okay, yeah, we can.
I can go get it. It's okay. Listen, it's all good. Just go give me something to drink and I'll be back in a jiffy. I think it's even better, honestly, if we don't go in together. So.
Okay. All right.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What's up with the lip ring?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You just kind of strike me as like a straight-laced type of woman. So seeing you with the lip ring, I just wouldn't expect it.
I got it when I was a teenager. I guess you could say I was going through an angsty phase.
And you never took it out?
No.
Are you still going through an angsty phase?
I don't know.
Look, you can just tell me you like having a lip ring.
I like having a lip ring, okay?
That's cool. You have any tattoos?
Wouldn't you like to know?
You okay, man? You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry, I got a text. I'm trying to reply to it before I forget.
Good.
No, I don't. I like them, I just don't know what I'd get.
Well, if you do decide that you want some, I can do them for you.
You know you can talk to me about shit, right?
I mean, yeah, of course, but I'm just like, I'm replying to someone, my bad.
Hey, yeah, it's Penny. Yeah, pen pal. No, yeah, I'm super, super glad that we could set this up so last minute. Thank you.
Listen. This graffiti thing sounds cool and all, but my apartment is a couple of blocks away if you just want to go there now instead. What?
Nothing. We can go. We can definitely do that. Do you actually mind? Could we run to Columbia Heights real quick?
Why?
There's this dude, I'm not sure if you met him before, but he just owes me some cash. We just like run up and grab it.
I can give you money.
I mean, no, it's not like that. He like owes me some cash. We just run up and grab it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm on my way. I'll be there in like 2 seconds. Okay, yeah. No, you too. All right, bye. Thanks.
Who was that? Hey, Penny?
If I ask you to wait out here and not ask any questions, will you?
I guess so.
Okay.
Can you hold this real quick? Got to get this.
So, you gonna come up?
Honestly, I think you should give me your number. We should keep talking. And maybe you should just go upstairs and get some sleep. And I think I'm just gonna haul my ass back up the hill and get some sleep too.
So you came all the way down here just to walk back home?
I don't know. Just wanted to make sure you got home safe.
I have money. I could have just gotten an Uber.
Okay, she's got Uber money now.
Listen, are you gonna fuck me or not? Isn't that what this is?
I'm starting to learn a lot about you.
And what's that?
Well, I think that you know that I like you, but if I go upstairs with you, you're gonna stop thinking that I like you. I feel like you're looking for an excuse to say that this is gonna go poorly. And I'm just not trying to give you one. I don't know. Look, would you wanna come with me to my friend's rooftop and just hang out longer and just spend some more time over there?
How far is the walk?
It's just right up the hill. And if we get tired, you know, Shorty's got Uber money.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No, no fucking shot. No way. Fuck. Man, fuck!
Yo, what's up, dude? Oh shit, is this the final?
Shut the fuck up.
Bill, this is George. George is my homie, Bill.
Hey, what's up?
You have a brother?
Yeah.
Andrew Kelly?
Yeah, did you know him?
Doesn't matter. Charlie, what the fuck do you want?
Well, because you asked so nicely, I came back to pay you back, but I didn't have any cash, so I brought you that.
What? Is that blow?
Yeah, it's like $700 worth.
This is not $700 worth.
Maybe it was like $680, I don't fucking know.
Well, what the fuck's wrong with it then?
I mean, nothing, dude. I tested it, it's all good. I don't want to go straight edge. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah? You're full of shit.
We all know beer doesn't count. I'm done with the drugs, though.
It's pretty good shit. It's like something I'd sell. So, you already owe me $300, so you want $400 for it?
Could you do $500 and I'll pay you back next week?
So you already owe me money and you want me to lend you more?
I'm giving you the Coke too. You know it's good.
You think he's funny?
He wants to be.
You know, Charlie, I'm gonna give it to you because I like you. And I think it's pretty damn funny to watch you lose every single fucking bet you place. And I'm damn sure you're on your way to being a full-blown junkie. So, you know, here you go, man. Actually, real quick, you guys wanna go up on my roof?
Well, we gotta head to the fucking...
Let's go up there real quick. And you know, we might as well. One for the road, right?
Alright, let me go with you.
Yeah. Alright, you fucking straight edge.
That was quick. How long would you have waited?
I got it.
So we just gotta climb up here. If you want, you can go first.
You just want to look at my butt.
No. Good.
We're not gonna get in trouble for being up here, are we?
No, my homie who lives here, he comes up here all the time. So, you don't have to be nervous.
I'm not nervous. Where do you live?
I live over in Petworth with my parents. You know, I know what it sounds like, but they're artists too, so they're really supportive. And they teach at Howard too. But I'm not beating the bum allegations, am I?
No, I think it's really sweet.
Are you close with your folks at all? I'm sorry. You don't have to answer that.
Does it not bother you, like, not being independent?
I'm independent. I wake up and I do what I love to do. And, you know, I don't have to put on a fucking suit and a tie and sell my soul, which is pretty good.
I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just curious.
No, I know.
People always think I'm being judgmental when I'm not.
Well, I don't think you're being judgmental.
So do you, like, have a plan to, like, live on your own and make money?
No, not really. I'm pretty confident though. You know, I feel like everything's gonna work out and I don't wanna live with my parents forever, but I'm in no rush right now. But I still have like, you know, goals and ambitions.
Like what?
I wanna have kids one day.
Really?
Yeah. I think it'd be really fucking cool to raise a kid. My homie had an apartment open up next to him downstairs. I checked it out, but I don't think I'm gonna move in.
Why not?
I don't know, just doesn't seem like the right time yet, but eventually it will be.
So, what'd you do?
I don't want to tell you.
Why?
I just don't.
I'm not gonna judge you or anything.
Some girl hit me up and told me that she'd pay me to make content with her.
What, like to fuck?
This is why I didn't want to tell you.
I thought you didn't even like girls.
I do sometimes, but it doesn't even matter. It was like just for work, it's not anything. Why do you look like that?
I don't look like anything.
I didn't go through with it, obviously.
Why didn't you?
I don't know. It's like stupid. Charlie texted me right as I was getting there. And he said he was really excited to see me. And I got like happy and excited. I didn't want to be with anybody but him tonight. And like I like OnlyFans and I like fucking girls sometimes, but just not tonight.
Why are you telling me this?
Dude, we're like 30.
We're only 26.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't know, I just don't want to look back on life and think about all the times that I was doing shit I didn't want to do.
So you don't want to hang out with me?
Dude, not to be mean or anything, but I kind of like don't give a fuck about anything that you talk about. I don't care about the LSATs. I don't care about you swearing off guys or whatever. I just don't care. I'm sorry.
That's really fucking mean.
You feel it too, dude. I know you do. Every single time I tell you something about my life, you look like you're gonna shit yourself.
It doesn't mean that I don't care.
I just like need something more in this life and like petty bullshit with my random friends. Okay? Like, I'm sorry. We can hang out if we want to hang out, but I'm not like gonna force it anymore. Okay? It makes my world feel small.
What, and fucking strangers makes you feel like big and important?
Now you're being mean, okay? And I didn't say that.
What, Charlie makes you feel important?
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't?
Do you really need me to feel the same way about you as I do about Charlie?
Earlier when you asked me why I was a social worker,
My dad had schizophrenia, and it came on when I was like really, really young. And my mom chose me, so she left, and there was no one to take care of him. And so, yeah, he died when I was like 5.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry I was weird about it earlier. I just feel like some people have this thing where people want to be around them, and I just feel like I don't have that.
That's not true.
I'm not religious or anything. I just feel like some people are destined to be adored and loved and live these beautiful, wild lives. And some people aren't. And I think you're definitely one of those people, and I'm definitely not.
I don't think destiny has anything to do with any of that shit. I feel like if you want your life to change, then you just have to start doing things differently.
I liked tonight.
I did too.
You want to give me a tattoo?
What?
You want to give me a tattoo tonight?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, look, dude, I'm sorry. Can I just grab this fucking cash from you? I need to get out of here.
You know what I think is funny? You really need this money. Like, I can tell how badly you fucking need it. I do not need it at all. Are you good? Like, have you been working?
Yeah, I've been working at Wonderland, dude. I've been bar backing.
You've been bar backing at Wonderland? I work for fucking Deloitte. We provide financial and consulting services. And I don't even know what the fuck that means, and I couldn't explain it to you. All that matters is I make enough money for you two little drip fucks to do whatever the fuck I want. And I don't even make a lot in the grand scheme of things. But I could get you two making out with each other right here if I wanted to. I could even get you on your knees sucking his dick if I wanted to. I don't want to see some shit like that, honestly, but I fucking could if I wanted to. That's how much fucking money I make.
Dude, he gave you the coke. Just give him his money.
All right, little guy. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know. I don't feel like you're gonna still be hyped on this tattoo a week from now.
Why wouldn't I be?
What if things between us don't work out?
You think things aren't gonna work out?
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
I can take you to a tattoo shop another night. I just don't feel like I should be the one to do it.
Okay, fine.
I don't know why you're catching an attitude with me. Yeah, I'm
not catching an attitude. It's just that I feel fucking stupid that I let you convince me that this is serious.
Okay, I am taking it seriously. This is my real fucking life. I wouldn't show this to just anybody. Look, can you just stay?
No, I gotta go.
Well, can I call you?
I would let you call me, but you didn't even ask me for my number.
Can I have your number?
Hi.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what exactly?
For taking your car.
Yeah, but why?
Why did you have a gun in your glove box?
You go first.
Over the last 2 years, I've been trying to figure it out. Who it was that sold it to him. And yesterday, someone finally slipped up and gave me a name. And then I met you an hour later, and then I saw you had a gun in your glove box.
Did you use it?
I was supposed to meet up with him behind a club, actually. And I was so ready for him. And then, I don't know, I just got to driving around and something told me to come here. Your turn.
About the gun? I just heard stories about Uber drivers getting robbed, and I just felt safer with it around.
Is that
it? It's like what you said about his energy and things not feeling right anymore. He was supposed to be the one who was okay, but then he wasn't. And I just felt nothing good could happen to me again.
Are you okay, though?
Are you?
How do you say you knew to come here again?
I had a feeling. How did you end up here?
I don't know. I was on a bus. I fell asleep. Then there was a dream and there was a phone call.
From who?
Do you believe in the magical shit you talk about?
I mean, it's real to me. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just me though. Maybe it's hallucinations. I don't know.
Do you think two people can share the same hallucination?
I don't know.
Well, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, it did. Thought you quit smoking.
I did. I swear I'm not becoming a junkie or anything.
You know my brother died of an overdose.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I just really need you not to die.
I'm not gonna die. It's all right.
What did you need the money for?
You're gonna laugh at me.
Nah, I just want to know.
It's so stupid. Fucking Penny asked me for it, and like, I like her a lot, and I don't know. She said she needed it. It just seemed like the nice thing to do, so I got it for her.
I think we should start hanging out less.
What?
I just need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, and I can't do it if I'm caught up in your bullshit all the time.
How are you getting home?
I'm gonna call an Uber. I'll call you tomorrow though, just maybe not the day after that.
I'm busy tomorrow.
And I'll call you the day after that.
It's cool.
Hey.
Hi.
Listen, I'm sorry about earlier.
What do you mean?
I just feel like I haven't like treated you very well.
That's okay.
And I'm like gonna get you the right money tomorrow, I promise.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do you think I'm a bad person?
No. I don't think so.
Hi.
Hey, sorry that took so fucking long. I got the money though.
Thank you.
I'll cash out to you in a second. Oh, I'm so fucking tired.
Me too. I was supposed to fuck someone tonight.
For OnlyFans?
Yeah. But I didn't go through with it because I just kind of wanted to be with you.
Really?
Yeah. But like it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I like you and I like hanging out with you, but I don't know, like, if I'm gonna feel that way forever or whatever. I'm sorry about the money. I shouldn't have asked you to do that.
It's okay. I like doing things for you. It gives me something to focus on. I like you a lot.
I like you a lot.
That's us before we got there. That's morning time before we got there. That's morning time before we got there. That's morning time before we got there. I just wanna be wherever you are, hard as I can be. It's never too hard. This heart loves to sing by its own light. Love inside of me, it's working at night. Seconds before I see in the dark, yeah. Turn this time that I'm so coming to me. Seconds turn this time that I'm such fun to be with. It's a big old world, but nothing in it. I can't wait to see you another midnight. It's a wild combination. It's a wild combination. It's a wild, it's a loving baby. It's a talk in the dark. It's a walk in the morning. It's a wild combination. It's a wild combination. It's a wild, it's a loving baby. It's a talk in the dark. It's a walk in the morning. That's us before we got there. That's morning time before we got there. That's us before we got there. That's morning time before we got there. For a price, push up and be part of it all. Surfing, swimming, before you got there. That's morning time. Before you got there. As you made on so timer. We're leaving at 5 in the morning. We could get better mileage. That's you in the pool, swimmer. What a winner you become. That's it. Before we got there, that's morning time. Before we got there, that's all.